What's up everyone, it's your girl Alyssa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this video today is going to be all about foundations, specifically my top 5 favorite foundations from the drugstore. I did a video similar to this one where I discussed my top 5 favorite eyebrow products. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. It's really good and I put a lot of thought into that video. So yeah, I wanted to come on here and talk about foundation. For me, foundations from the drugstore are a little bit tricky because you can't go in and test it and put it on your face and see what you like, what you don't like. So it's really hard to know if a product is good or not. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what foundations that I have been really loving from the drugstore. And maybe it's gonna help someone out who's been on the fence about trying one or, whatever. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing what my top 5 favorite drugstore foundations are, then please keep watching. So before we get into foundation, I figured I should tell you guys about my skin type and what I look for in a foundation. So I am an oily queen. So I just produce a lot of oil, specifically in the T-zone and kind of like right here, it's weird. So when I was younger, I wore everything matte to kind of control the oil. So from the primer to the foundation to the setting spray, everything just had to be matte. And I've realized that when everything, like every single product in my routine is matte, I definitely tend to break out right here. It's like the oil is trying to fight through and it always cracked everything up right here and it just didn't look good. So as I've gotten more into makeup, I have definitely gravitated towards products that make my skin look like my skin, but better, if that makes sense. I have like a range of like things I will use, but I definitely tend to stick towards like semi-mattes or like natural finish foundations. That's just what I've liked. And honestly, that's just what my skin reacts better to. My skin always just looks really nice and really fresh and awake, and that's just what I like. I don't really reach for matte foundations as much as I used to because I just noticed that with like semi-mattes and natural finishes, the products you use after will just make it matte. So I don't need a matte base and then a bunch of matte stuff on top of it. But if it works for me, I'm gonna stick to it. First foundation we are going to talk about is the Maybelline Superstay Up to 24 Hour Full Coverage Foundation. I am in the shade 312, which is Golden Doré, I believe is how you say that. I don't really know. But this guy retails for about $12 and it comes in 28 shades, which isn't the worst, but isn't the best in terms of shade range, but it is a really, really good formula. It's one of the few matte foundations that I own now. I honestly don't own that many anymore. It is a creamy texture, so it definitely will settle into the skin really nicely. Like, it's not a drying formula at all. It's honestly very breathable and comfortable, as it says in the bottle. The bottle also claims that it is a fade and transfer resistant formula, which I don't really think any formula is really transfer resistant, but I will say that once it's on there, it does stay on there and it will last all day. It says it's for all skin types as well, and I don't really know about that claim, but for oily skin, it definitely does its job in controlling the oil. It's a really, really good foundation. I definitely recommend it if you are in the market for a full coverage matte foundation. So the next foundation I'm going to talk about, I'm sure you have heard about it because everybody and their mama uses this foundation. And that is the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24 Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This shade's a little bit too dark for me right now because I bought this in the summer and that's kind of when I use it the most. So I have the shade 500, which is Honey Bisque. Now this guy retails for $15, which is a little bit more of a pricier price point compared to all the other ones I'm going to talk about. It definitely is one of the more expensive drugstore foundations that are on the shelves, but it is a really, really good formula. And depending on where you buy it, you can get it really cheap, because I actually got mine for $11 because I think Walmart sells it a little bit cheaper compared to other retailers. And sometimes there's a $2 coupon on there. Definitely think it is a natural finish. It's not matte, but it's not like super dewy. It's just that really nice in between where it just looks like your skin, and I enjoy this so much. So this one is definitely more of a liquid-like formula as compared to the Superstay, which was a cream. I would say that this is a medium to full coverage foundation. Like if you just put one coat, you're gonna have a medium coverage, but you can definitely build this guy up to a full coverage foundation. It claims to be for all skin types. It is a lightweight, breathable, waterproof, transfer resistant, sweat resistant formula, and it has SPF 25. Now, a lot of these claims, I don't know if it's necessarily true, but I will say I do use this formula when it is summertime. It definitely is sweat resistant in my opinion. Like I can wear it all day and I know it's gonna stay put, and I know it has SPF in it, and it is definitely breathable. It doesn't feel like I have any foundation on. And just a fair warning as well, it does have a slight perfume smell, but it does go away after wearing it for some time. So the next foundation I'm going to talk about is my most used foundation, and I honestly love this foundation so much, and it is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I love this. It is definitely used, as you can tell. There's like pretty much nothing in here. This guy retails for $6 and it comes in 40 shades, so it is definitely one of the cheapest foundations that you can find at the drugstore, and it is honestly amazing. It is a medium coverage foundation, which I truly just adore. I am a medium coverage kind of person. I don't really care too much for full coverage. I just like medium coverage. I don't know, that's just me. I like medium coverage. So one of the reasons I love the e.l.f. foundation is it makes it easier for people to purchase. So if you're in the store and you're looking at it and you're like, I don't know if this is my shade, just turn it around and it will tell you what shade it is and what the undertone is. So I am in the color Suede, which it says medium tan, me, with golden undertones, me. So this foundation definitely is a more creamier texture. It does have a powder smell when you first put it on, but it will go away after wearing it for a while. It is a satin finish, which is pretty much, you know, semi-matte. It blends super easily. It lasts all day. It's a very lightweight formula, and I would agree with the claim that it restores uneven textures and skin tones, and I truly love this foundation. It works really well. So love this. Can't say enough good things about it. So one of my all-time favorite foundations that have been around forever is this one from L'Oreal. It is the True Match Foundation, and this one has an amazing shade range. It comes in 45 shades, and this retails for $11. I just feel like every time I go into the store, there's like a new shade. Like even mine's at the time was a new shade. It says it right there on the bottle. And I'm in the shade W 4.5, which is fresh beige. This is honestly a really good foundation. This one to me is more on the luminous side of all the foundations I'm going to talk about. But I honestly love it. I feel like it just works with my skin type so well, and I use certain products to make sure I'm not just looking like I'm soaking wet. So this one definitely has the most liquidy texture of them all. It says that it's water resistant. I don't really know how true that is because I don't really wear foundation to go swimming, so I don't know if that's true or not. But I will say that it does last all day, and it has SPF 17, which is nice for those of us who live in summer states. So there's that. I definitely will say that this is not a transfer resistant formula. I made the mistake of wearing this to a graduation, and as much as it made my skin look lovely, I forgot that I had it on. I gave someone a hug who had a white shirt on, and I felt so embarrassed. So yeah, there's that. CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. I have just been enjoying this foundation so much. This retails for $12 and it comes in 14 shades. I know that's not like the best shade range, but I feel like it's the normal for products like this, which tend to be kind of like a BB cream or like a tinted moisturizer, where it's not really meant to cover anything. It's more so to just kind of enhance, you know, your face, enhance the color of your skin, kind of just make everything look, you know, uniform and even. I feel like that's what these products are, which is why they tend to have such a smaller shade range, because they're usually somehow formulated to just end up looking like your skin color. So there's that. So I picked up the shade Tan, which I felt like was going to be the one most similar to my skin color, and I think it does what it says. It's supposed to be like a clean formula, so it's formulated without all of these harsh chemicals like mineral oil, sulfates, fragrance, phthalates, things like that. It claims to blur imperfection, even out skin tone, and it is a sheer buildable coverage. I would definitely say it is a little bit buildable. So this foundation is on the dewier side, but I love it personally. I think it just gives you this radiant, like glowing, beautiful, youthful look, which I just love. So I tend to reach for this product quite a bit, especially when I don't want to wear a lot of heavy makeup, but I do want to look put together. So I would definitely recommend this to people who are just getting into makeup, or who live a busier lifestyle, or who just may be a parent. I would definitely recommend this because it is very easy to apply, and it's overall a great foundation. Alrighty guys, so I am all done. I hope that this video was useful to someone, and maybe it will be informative and help someone that has been on the fence about buying one of these products that I mentioned. So I am all done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And if you want to, you can also check out my Instagram. And I am done. I will see y'all in my next video.